Hello, IP trainers. It is October of 2025, and I want to enthusiastically welcome you to this month's IP community training, where we get to gather together live on Zoom from all over the world to share ideas and resources and learn from each other as we live and share the principles of infinite possibilities. These calls are for certified IP trainers, and they are put together by certified IP trainers. So whether it's your very first call with us or you have been attending for like a decade, you are welcome here, and we're happy that you are with us, whether you're live in the room or like many of you who will be watching the recording. We're happy you're here getting some ippy vibes and connection. We
Yeah.
will have some breakout room time or some small group time. And you can also interact with us in the chat. Just a quick reminder that the next Infinite Possibilities Certification Conference is coming up on November 13th. As a trainer or trailblazer, you get a significant discount if you want to attend again, and we would love to have you back. You can email trainer@TED.com to get your discount code. And speaking of the conference, our guest speaker tonight has been on crew several times since training in 2021. She's been a past conference speaker, and she will also be speaking at the upcoming conference in November. And today she's here to speak about the in-between alchemy, loving yourself while you evolve. And so I am happy to introduce Danielle Rogers, but we know her as Mama D. She is pure sunshine in human form. She's an inspirational happiness coach. She is the heart behind the Love Agents Unite membership, the voice of the Soulful Affirmation Journal, and the creator of a powerful three-part video series on overcoming fear. She believes manifestation isn't about a timer. It's about loving yourself wildly, celebrating every step, and refusing to beat yourself up when dreams take the scenic route. So please welcome the radiant and the unstoppable Mama D.
Thank you, Regina. Woo woo, Tanya. Oh, thank you, Jay. I'm so excited to be here. I'm going to start calling myself a love guru because self-love guru, because I suffered so many years with not loving myself. And now that I do, I just want everybody, when you're in love and you're like, oh, I just love this feeling. I want everybody to have this feeling. Well, we all can have that feeling when we take that time to love ourselves. And so I know what we're going to discuss today is nothing new to all of you all. So let this just be a little shot of inspiration for you, or just let it serve as a reminder. We are going to share my screen. We tried this, and here we go. Can you see my screen? Yes. So drop one word in the chat. How's your soul feeling this week? We have a lot going on in the world, right? Especially in the United States. We have a lot. But how's your soul feeling? Let's just check in with our soul. And I cannot see the chat. Oh, here we are. Okay. Grateful, exuberant, great gratitude. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that several of you all mentioned gratitude, because that we all know that that is the heart of self-love. When you are grateful for your heart, the blood flowing through your brain, your veins, anything that you can be grateful for, it literally gets you out of the funk. Okay. Oh, I forgot the in between. So, loving yourself while you evolve, where the messy middle becomes your masterpiece. Isn't it great? When I thought of that, I'm like, oh, sometimes we beat ourselves up when we think that we've fallen or we've made a mistake and now what should have been clean is now messy. But it's all a masterpiece because we're still alive, right? We did it. So, why are we here? I want us to honor the in between moments, to show ourselves that self love and not beat ourselves up. I was queen of beating myself up. So I think that's why I'm going to keep rehearsing that. To activate fierce, present moment self love. And you can only activate that if that's something that you're practicing. So I'll tell you what. I have ADHD, but when I was a kid, that was not a diagnosis. I was born in the 60s. And so I heard words like, oh, Danielle's so dizzy. If she couldn't even find herself out of a paper bag. And that was my mother. Joking, but of course those words hurt. And I forget all, she just doesn't pay attention or, well, I didn't know how. And so I was used to beating myself up. My self-talk was always, you're so dizzy. You're so dumb. Why can't you remember? And now when I something didn't go the way I wanted to, or I made a mistake, I've learned now there are no mistakes, maybe some U-turns, whatever. Instead of, oh, you're so dumb, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad things always work out for me. Oh, I'm so glad spirit is on my side. So I've learned to change that self-talk instead of beating myself up. But that's a moment to moment thing, y'all. So that is something I'm really hoping I can just remind you of in the moment. And you can give yourself 5 seconds when you're breaking down something in the moment. Give yourself 5 seconds. Okay, it may not be perfect, but I am perfect within my imperfection. I got this. Anything to help encourage yourself. And remember, we're becoming even before we arrive. See, it's not necessarily the destination, it's the journey. And it's not necessarily the journey, it's our attitude while we're going through. So, why are we doing this? My messy middle story. I woke up one day and said, I'm moving to Tulsa, Oklahoma. There are some things that happened before that, but there's a program here that I'm in, and I love sunny San Diego. I never saw myself leaving there, but once I made the decision, everything started happening so effortlessly. But in the beginning, well, I should say in the middle, is where it got a little iffy. Trying to find a new place when you are living in one state, you're trusting what's online, you're trusting people. And I have two dogs, and every place here, they have what they call almost, it's almost like a dog credit check. It's not what it's called, but you pay money. And I guess there's a database. If your dog ever bit anyone, if they will be in there. Well, my dogs didn't, but you have to pay. Then you got to pay for the background credit check. Then you got to pay for the application fee. And I needed a house. I already lived in an apartment. I want a house for the dogs. And so I was getting really, really, really frustrated to the point where I had to start reminding myself, but how did you get here? And that's a whole nother story. But when I left Milwaukee and came to San Diego, I didn't even have a place to stay. But yet I never was homeless. Okay. So reminding myself, rehearsing those victories. So I just let it go. Okay. We're going to take care of it. Then I started thinking, I need money. I got to live here where I am, but I make enough money now to live. I don't have extra money to take this road trip. And what about a new vehicle? And the middle got real messy, y'all. I am not lying. And I thank God for IPPs and I thank God for IP because if I my biggest tool that I use the most is the visualization. And I did put a timer on for 4 minutes and I would visualize me moving into a new home, didn't know where it was going to be or furniture. I didn't my furniture wasn't worth bringing with, and that my dogs were going to be happy. They both suffer with anxiety. I am their support human. They don't support me. Okay. And so, but I visualize peace and I visualize this is the thing that you guys are going to really love the most. I visualized that I was driving an SUV, white SUV with the sunroof open and bebopping and the dogs in the back seat. Okay. So every day I kept visualizing that and just kept saying things always work out for me. They're going to work out. And lo and behold, we have I can you see the pictures? My landlord reached out to me. So this program that I'm in is called Tulsa Remote. If you work remotely and you get accepted into this program, they give you a $10,000 stipend to move here, and it's broken up every month. And so, but within Tulsa Remote is a major, major community. So if you're looking for a place, if you have a place, so my landlord found me on this program called Slack, where we have all these channels, and she reached out to me and said, I know you're looking for a house, and I only rent to Tulsa Remoters, and my tenant is moving in August. When did you plan on getting there? And I said, August. She said, well, here's the phone number to the tenant if you want to ask her about it, but the place is yours. No dog check, no application fee. And if you can see the pictures, it's furnished, y'all. I didn't even have to worry about furniture. Got the living room, got the bedroom, the dining room. Look, right here is even a corner for wine. I'm like, God, you know how much I love my nightly wine. You gave me a whole little bar here. I love this. So, house is taken care of, and the rent was exactly what I wanted to pay. Okay. Now I need the vehicle. And now I'm also thinking about the money. What am I going to do? So I created this affirmation journal, and I'm like, okay, I'm selling it for $22. I should sell 1,000. There you go. We'll have it. Honey, it didn't happen like that. Not that, like that at all. I did make some sales, but nothing near what I thought. I heard you heard that phrase before. God laughs at our plans. So God said, I got you, boo boo. It's okay that you think you can do that, but it's okay. But I felt like I needed to put something into motion, right? If I'm just doing something, then something's going to happen. Well, I woke up one day, Friday night, Friday night, I dreamt of this white SUV. And I woke up and said, today's the day to get the car. I didn't have down payment. I'm sad to say my credit's not 850 yet, but it's not that high. And so I was really concerned. But I went online and I saw this beautiful little SUV. And I said, that's my car. That's it. So it's through CarMax. I reserved to watch it to go and test drive it. But when you reserve it, they call you and sort of kind of get you pre-approved. Y'all, I drove off in that vehicle just like I saw in my dream that night, that I drove off the lot with my vehicle. No down payment. My credit was more than enough. And I've never gone into a car dealership 45 minutes later with the keys. I don't know about y'all. It's usually a whole half day because they took care of everything up front. But you can see my puppies. I had to pack the vehicle all the way to the top there, but we made it. It was a rough road, but we made it. But the in between was so messy. I literally would wake up with sweat, wondering how I was going to do it. And it wasn't until I used that visualization time that calmed me down. And one of the things I really want to remind you all is to celebrate your victories, your past victories. What is the in between? It's that foggy space between the breakdown and the breakthrough. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where clarity hasn't landed, but you know growth is already starting. I I like to liken it like this. A rubber band is not used unless it's stretched, right? If you put a rubber band down, it's not being used. We will not grow unless we're stretched. And boy, was I stretched. And it's not the void. It's not the void, it's the womb to your next level. You're birthing something in you. I tell you what, I tell you what, I always believed in the law of assumption. And that's another thing. I was sleeping to YouTube videos that constantly fed my spirit. I really love Neville Goddard. And so listening to all of his videos, and I would wake up going, I got this. I am God. I am one with God. I mean, I was really on fire from sleeping with that. So I've always believed in the law of assumption, but I don't think I've ever activated it like this. Here's the thing, y'all. If you see it, you know that you have a vision for what you want. You know that you know that you know. If you see it, it doesn't matter how. it comes about. Just know it will. And so when it does get a little scary and a little fearful and you get a little doubtful, that's when you know you're on the right track. Right? Because how can spirit, God, universe show up for you if you don't need help? And that's what the messy middle is all about. So let's have some interactive moments now. If you could, think about a time when your life was under construction and what masterpiece was quietly emerging. Could it be your business? And now that you see it's flourished, could it be you wanted to get your education and now you have it? Could it be obtaining a new vehicle, a house, whatever it is, write it down. It's under construction. Now, we're going to use our voices and we're going to speak a blessing to our future self. One of the things I love about coaching is helping women find their voice. It's not me telling you what to think or what to do, right? It's you discovering the greatness that's already in you. So let's go ahead and bless your future self. You can write it in the chat. And if you feel comfortable, we'll take 2 minutes where we can unmute you and you can share that blessing. One of the blessings I always tell myself, I am loved, lovable, and loving. I didn't used to be that way, y'all. I was judgy. I was critical. I was ugly. Love made me beautiful. I lie not. But that is what I always speak to my future self. I am loved. Because when I was younger, I didn't feel loved. So I am loved. I am loving. Loving is unconditional. So I can love you and not agree with you. And I am lovable everywhere I go. People love me. What would you like to say to your future self? Anybody want to jump in? Now, Regina, can they unmute themselves? Okay. If you want to jump in, I would love to hear from you. No pressure. Ooh, Jade, can you go ahead and say that?
I am always in the right place at the right time, safe, loved, and watched over. So be it.
I love that. Ah, I love that. Anyone else? No pressure. Now we're going to take some time and let's go ahead and rehearse our past victories. To me, this is, and I know I've said this before in another talk. I spent 30 years in church. And so I went to Bible college, so I know a few scriptures, but one of my favorite all-time scriptures is when David the king had gone out to battle with his men and they won and they came home victorious. But when they came home, their women and children were gone. The enemy came and took them. So the same men that were going, Hail, King David, you're the man, they literally were ready to stone him. Dude, where are our wives and our children? You were not the man. And they were going to kill him. The Bible says that he went and he encouraged himself in the Lord. Now, it doesn't say exactly what he encouraged himself in, but this is how I would like to say, Dear God, I killed Goliath with just a slingshot and a stone, and I was only 16 years old. Also, Lord, I took care of a bear that was about to shred some sheep. Also, Lord, I think he took a jawbone and killed another animal or whatever. So clearly, you can help deliver our wives and our children. But whatever he did, when he encouraged himself, he came back and he got the men behind him again and said, Let's go get them, y'all. And they did. So I love taking time rehearsing my victories because think of where you are right now and where you were maybe a year ago. I mean, a year ago, I was in San Diego and in a little bitty apartment. Oh, I should have showed you the backyard. Oh my God, the backyard is so big and beautiful. My puppies love it. And and so this is one victory, of course, that I'm going to continually rehearse. What are some of the victories, past victories you would like to rehearse? This is the time to keep moving while you're in the in between by rehearsing your victories, right? We don't get stuck. We don't have to plant crops in the middle and go, woe is me, and well, I tried, and no, 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 no. Not if you see it. I love Bob Proctor says, if you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hands. So once you see it, it's yours. I don't even care how impossible it is. There was a church that I used to attend, and it's a big, big, big church. And once a month, they would have this big globe come out of the ceiling. And on the globe, it would light up all over the world where this church affiliates were. And we would stretch out forth our hands and pray. Well, the pastor always told the story when they were building that church. He was telling the construction workers what he wanted. And they're like, sir, that can't be done. He said, yes, it can. I've seen it. I've seen it. It can't be done. Sir, I'm sorry, it can't be done. I literally saw that globe coming out of the ceiling. So he saw it and he refused to take their word for it that it could not be done. And that right there is a message, isn't it? When I told people I was moving to Tulsa, like, Tulsa. It's this, it's that, and are you sure? I didn't care what anybody said. I knew what I was supposed to do because these were my marching orders from my life, not yours, you know? So when you see it, you know that it's yours. The messy middle won't hold you back. Would anybody like to share a past victory? This is your time to shine. Oh, Regina, I am loved not for what I do or don't do, but loved for who I am. That's her blessing over her life. Yes, ma'am. And honey, we sure love you. How many of y'all get her emails? She sets me on fire. One time I messaged her back, oh my God, thank you. But anyway, I digress. Um, you want to share a victory, Tanya?
Yeah, sure. I'll go back and say, I guess it's a mantra or something that's been with me my whole life, but I'm divinely protected and divinely led. That is just
Yes.
really simple. So,
Yes.
and it feels good to say that. Lots of victories. You know, it's interesting when you ask that question, I'm like, what have I done with my life? I know that I have a ton of answers, and nothing's really coming forward except for being asked to carry some pretty heavy stuff through life and come through on the other side where leaning into the darkness, leaning into the shadows. And the
Yes.
middle was very long. It was, decades long. So keeping the faith that I was divinely led and divinely protected, and that I could lean into my faith and know that all was going to be well. And I am now on the other side of that going, wow, I'm here.
Yes.
I'm here in the place that I've always dreamed was possible. And it's been a long dream, but the things that are happening and expanding, similar to what you're sharing, Mama D, just miracles that continue to happen because I just keep walking my path with my heart in integrity. So thank
Oh
you.
my God, I love it. And she says she doesn't know what she's been doing with her life. Are you kidding me? If you all don't know, Tanya has a business partner and they are spreading some good news all over. Wasn't it yesterday that you said you have an interview coming up?
Yeah, we had it this morning and locked it down, and so many good things are happening. So
Exactly,
it is
exactly.
the exuberance that I'm feeling right now. In the past few weeks, it's been questionable. And so thank you for this idea of in the middle, just keeping the faith, because we were talking about going in a completely opposite direction, and the possibility of needing to shut things down and reconfigure, and now understanding that just holding the faith, continuing to walk the steps, knowing that those opportunities actually, we used to run around like crazy knocking on a whole bunch of doors. We're
Now
now
they're
the
coming to
door that
you.
people are knocking on, and it's freaking awesome. Yeah, I'm
Yes,
excited.
yes, yes. Thank you for sharing, Tanya. Remember this, it's not how far you've come, or I should say, remember how far you've come, but let's not focus on how far you need to go. That right there, just like Tanya said, her messy middle was decades, decades long. That sounds like me when I was going back to school to get my associate's degree, and it took me forever. But I did it, and I'll be on my way getting my bachelor's and my master's and PhD soon too. But it doesn't matter how long the journey is. Don't look at that. Here's a perfect example. So I tried to break my drive up from driving from San Diego to Albuquerque was 11 hours. Well, that's 11 hours if you don't stop to pee, get gas, and let your dogs go poop and pee, right? We left at 3 in the afternoon. I'm here to tell you, we did not get there till 6 in the morning. I was tired out of my head, but I didn't look at how much further I had to go. I'm like, oh, look what we have behind me. And I did have the music blasting and the sunroof on. And one of my dogs really suffers with anxiety, and he lets me know he slept majority of the time. It was like the peace of God was all in that vehicle, but it took a long time. And then from Albuquerque to Tulsa was only supposed to be like 7 hours. Well, we left at 1 in the afternoon, and we didn't arrive until like 3 the next morning. Yeah, I was tired out of my head, but all I could say was, I did it. I felt like Rocky. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, really, that I have driven by myself before, but nothing like stopping every 2.5 hours for these dogs. Honey, they're worse than children. I lie not, because they let me know every time they needed to stop. So not looking at, well, I should say, look at how far you've come and don't focus on how much further you have to go. We'll be recording this. Okay. So, question. I wanted us to break out into groups, and we have a little bit more. We do. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, for our breakout session, is my screen still sharing? It's not, is it? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. We're not going to take 10 minutes, but oh, wait, it's not sharing. Here, share. Do you all see it? Oh, okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to play an improv game. I'm channeling my inner Andy Dooley, and we're going to share with our group. And it's enough for us to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 and 5 in a group. And you don't have to be on camera, so please don't feel like you have to be. And you don't even have to share if you don't want to. But I love small groups. I don't know about you. Share with your group. This is not what I expected when I chose Earth School Stories. Think about something that just really rocked your world. I was not expecting this, because this is also part of rehearsing our victories. It's time to laugh at ourselves and remember, really, it's not that serious. We make it serious, and Jade, being a counselor, knows this, right? We stress ourselves out more than we have to, and then we're on the other side, like, oh, dude, it wasn't that serious. So we're going to take a few minutes and just laugh at ourselves. Miss Regina, can you let me here? Can you break us up in groups?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to share it. What this is not what I expected when I chose Earth School Stories, one story or two. And we'll just do 5 minutes and come right back. Does that sound good? Let's have some fun. I love you, Jade. Oh, Tanya. God, universe, source creator, the collective doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Yes. Your reflection, something. Oh, telling your reflection something positive about you, because it's all women here right now. Women, for the most part, we always tear ourselves down. Oh, you look so pretty, Dolores. Yeah, but oh, Jade, I love it. Yeah, but right? So we have a hard time receiving compliments. And so what I would like to do now, we're just going to close with speaking life over ourselves. I I typed up some things, but you don't have to say this if you don't want to. But basically, we're just going to put our hand over our hearts and let's just bless ourselves. I bless myself with peace. I bless myself with trust. That's a real good one right there. I trust myself. I bless myself with Beyonce's resilience and a side of tacos. I'm a blessing everywhere I go. Things always work out for me. Does anybody want to add to that blessing? All righty. Anything in the chat that I missed? Yes, thank you, Dolores. I bless myself with joy. Thank you, Jade. Yes. Anybody else? I can't thank you ladies enough for showing up and showing out. You guys got involved. I really appreciate you all so much. And I look forward to seeing some of you, if not all of you, next month during our conference. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you, Regina, for allowing me to have this space.
Of course, that was amazing. So, um, well, Mama D has closed her portion. I would love for us, we could go, well, we could turn off the recording, but we could go back into breakout rooms and you could just share really quick what you're taking away from today. Like what is going to stay with you, what you sort of received. And that could be from anything that came through for you in this session. So I'm going to
Love
set
it.
those back up while you kind of think about like, what's one thing you're going to take? Maybe it's something that Mama D said. Maybe it's something that someone said in your other breakout session. What do you want to take away? Um,
See why she's the master teacher? How come I didn't think of that? Thank you, Regina.
all right, hold on. I'm having trouble with the breakout room. Just, okay. Okay, here we go. We're gonna be back. Yeah, we'll be back there. We'll do 8 minutes for you to just chat and chat with the other people in this group, share what you're taking away, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Gonna change the timer. Okay.
Oh, Jade. Yay.
All right, welcome back from your breakout groups. Is there anything, Mama D, that you want to say or anything anyone else wants to say before we close our call today?
Thank everybody for being so open and raw with each other. This is how we grow. We get to hear other stories, right? Of victorious stories of things that you have accomplished and come through and your miracles. And so thank you. Thank you for showing up and sharing your voice with us. I appreciate you. Miss Mary, I talked about you in our other group.
Anyone else have anything they want to say? Oh, beloved, if you are speaking, we can't hear you, but you can unmute yourself.
You're beautiful.
You are.
Okay. Thanks to all of you for sharing your time with me as well. Um, I guess this is what I needed because I'm not one to, as I was saying in the last group, I'm kind of shy and it's kind of hard for me to get out of my shell, but these groups help me out a lot.
We're so glad you're here.
Good to be
Yeah.
here.
beloved.
It was just so lovely. Mama D, thank you so much. Your spirit is just contagious. It's just amazing. And to all the women that I was able to play with in the group, in the small groups, thank you so much. And it's my first time back in a long time. So it
Yay!
was
Welcome back.
wonderful. Thank you. And it was a perfect one to come back to. So thank you, Mama D.
You're welcome.
Thank,
Thank you.
yeah, thank you, everybody. It was so great to be in this conclave of women, all divine
Yes.
feminine energy today.
Yes.
That that was kind of a lovely thing too.
Agreed.
Yeah, so nice.
All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. We do not have one of these calls next month because we will be in conference mode and conference time, but we will be back in December for our holiday. I think it'll be like the 5th annual holiday social. So come back for
Oh,
the holiday social where we will have some fun and we will get to chat and meet with each other in multiple groups and celebrate and celebrate.
oh,
Thank you so much.
All
I
right,
love the
everyone.
Ippy
And
family.
this will be posted in the Facebook group, and then it will also be posted in your IP training resources dashboard. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank
You
Thank
you,
as
you,
well.
See you
Gina.
beautiful.
next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you,
Thanks.
Bye.
ladies.
Thanks. Love you
Bye.
too. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.